women of all creation. All Muslims believe in Moses and Jesus as prophets of God. So it seems there are similarities between Christianity and Islam. However, there are also many differences.
All of the prophets, basically, they came with the same message, which is we should all believe in one God. If you look at the Old Testament, the first commandment is, "Hear, O children of Israel, your God is one." So we all have that similarity. We believe in the oneness of God. We all believe there's a day of judgment. Yes. We all believe in Jesus Christ as a mighty prophet. Yes. The point of departure has to do with the personality of Jesus Christ. But the other similarities, yes, we all believe that there's heaven and hell. Yes, we all believe, if you look at the moral law that was given in the teaching of Jesus Christ, even our dietary laws, the food that we should be eating, the food that we not be eating, there are a lot of similarities. Because Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, he never even eat pork, he never even drink alcohol, he never even gamble. Muslims don't do those things. The point of demarcation has to do with the personality of Jesus Christ. Islam recognizes him as the mightiest prophet of God. Yes, he's even called in Islam Ruhullah, Spirit of God. Yes, he was the Messiah. Yes. The point of differences between Islam and Christianity as regard the personality of Jesus Christ. The Christians say that he is God or Son of God. He never claimed that.
Like Christians, Muslims live in preparation for the afterlife. They believe in 7 levels of heaven, Jannah, a paradise of perfect happiness, and 7 levels of hell, Jahannam.
Yes, if you remove that concept of heaven and hell, then there's no need for us to be enjoining good and forbidding evil. And there's no need for God to be sending prophets into the world. There's no need for God to create human beings and send prophets to the world to guide us. There's no need for God to even send Jesus to guide the people of Israel if there's no concept of heaven and hell. Right? So the purpose of life, God has created mankind, every human being, to worship him. And based on how we perform that task, people will be rewarded or will be punished in the afterlife. Yes, we believe that there's a day of judgment. We believe there's a resurrection day. We believe that the people who have followed the teachings of God in a sincere manner, they'll be rewarded. Those who rejected, those who are disobeyed, those who have lived sinful, immoral, irreligious, ungodly life, they'll be punished.
There is a perception by us in the Western Hemisphere that Muslim women are second-class citizens. I'm curious to discover the truth. Muslims believe that men and women have different roles to play in society because of the difference in physiological and psychological makeup. However, women are viewed as being just as important as their male counterparts. Under Islam, women have as much right to education as men do. Women also have the right to reject or accept marriage proposals. Women are entitled to freedom of expression just as men are. And even better for me, women are exempt from all financial liabilities. Wow, I'm getting more and more interested in this religion.
It's not a question of equality and inequality. It's a question of unity, harmony, balance, perfection. God has made man in a specific way. He has made woman in a specific way. Man is more rough, coarse. Woman is more delicate, more soft. So man relies upon woman for spiritual comfort. Woman relies upon man for security and for maintenance also. So it's in keeping with the order and the plan of God to establish harmony and balance. In Islam, it says if you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Why? Because the women are the mothers. Yeah? The mothers are the first teachers. Yeah? So Islam encourages education of women. Yes, even in Iran today, if you go to Iran, Iran has a 98% literacy rate. 70% of the doctors in Iran are women.
In my visits to the Husnair during the 10-day Ashura observance, I see very few women. I am told that men and women do not free mix. A male will not socialize with a female who is not his wife. A woman would therefore worship with her husband or with other women. I am therefore grateful for the tolerance displayed by the male Muslims in respect to my female presence at their religious gatherings. It is Friday, 11th January, the second day of Ashura. This is the traditional matham, ceremonial chest beating. It is performed by the male participants as a display of their devotion to Hussein and in remembrance of his suffering. The Battle of Karbala has been elevated to one of political significance. Shiite Muslims believe that every day is Karbala and every generation has its own Hussein, someone who fights for the preservation of spirituality in society.
Ashura, Karbala is not a... Imam Hussein was not a person. Imam Hussein was a symbol, was a movement. Abraham, in his time, he's going up against the tyrant named Nimrod of his time. Moses going up against the tyrant Pharaoh. All of these worldly kings are sitting there oppressing the people. The same time, Imam Hussein Salam, in his time, there was a tyrant whose name was Yazid, who was oppressing the people, who was destroying the true teaching of religion. he was contaminating the pure teaching of the prophets. So someone had to rise up. So in every era when religion has been faced with danger of being destroyed, God always sends someone to rescue the religion. So in the case of Islam, it happened to the Prophet Muhammad's grandson, Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Anywhere in the world there is oppression and tyranny and injustice, this spirit of Imam Hussein Islam, yes, will move the people to demand their rights.
I'm curious about the names of the men. Some share the story of their conversion to Islam and with it the change of name.
Everybody is created by this one God. Everybody is created submissive to this one God, which is Islam. So everybody is created Muslim. Everything is created Muslim. But we were given free will, so some people choose other paths, and some people consciously accepted the path of Islam.
So I started searching, I started going to various churches, but I find I was not being fed. Yeah, I was not given what I was looking for spiritually, and I saw a lot of hypocrisy in the behavior of people who were proclaiming to be religious at the time. And there was one person who lived in my neighborhood. He started inviting me to the mosque and giving me religious books, and I started reading about Islam. I became convinced that Islam was the correct way of life. So the name Abdul Hakim is one of the attributes of God Almighty is Al-Hakim. He's the All-Wise. So since I cannot be the All-Wise, I could be Abdul Hakim, servant of the All-Wise.
My father migrated to North America, and that's where the whole changes came about in terms of my newfound faith and life as a Muslim. I did not change my name, which is now Migdad Ali. That is my name as a Muslim. And the reason for that is that being in North America, I've traveled through North America a lot, and I know the fate of many Muslims who are carrying the name, the full name, as whatever their Muslim name, Muhammad, whatever. And with that comes a lot of persecution.